Welcome to the series Love Redeemed, where we explore timeless tales that unveil the profound meaning of love through the tapestry of faith, sacrifice, and unwavering devotion. Join us as we delve into captivating stories that have stood the test of time. In famine and loss, Ruth chose faith. A foreign widow, bound by loyalty to her mother-in-law Naomi, she left behind her homeland to walk into the unknown and into the hands of God's providence. In Bethlehem, so the story goes, there lived a woman named Naomi. Famine had struck the land, causing her husband and 2 sons to journey to the fields of Moab. There they stayed for 10 long years, until both Elimelech and Mahlon passed away. And so Naomi found herself alone, a foreigner in a strange land with only her 2 loyal daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, to comfort her. With heavy hearts, Naomi urged her daughters-in-law to return to their families. But Ruth, steadfast in her devotion, clung to Naomi's side, declaring, "Entreat me not to leave you or to turn back from following after you. For wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God." Touched by Ruth's loyalty, Naomi continued her journey to Bethlehem, accompanied by the faithful Ruth. As they walked under the scorching sun, faint glowing footprints began to appear behind Ruth, symbolizing that God was guiding her destiny. Upon their arrival in Bethlehem, Naomi advised Ruth to stay in town and glean grain in the fields. Early the next morning, Ruth went out into the fields and began gathering leftover grain after the harvesters. It just so happened that the field belonged to a wealthy landowner named Boaz, a man known for his integrity and honor. As Ruth worked tirelessly, Boaz noticed her from afar and was drawn to her steadfastness and quiet dignity. One day, Boaz called Ruth over and said, "Listen, my daughter, you must stay here in the fields and do not go anywhere else. Do not work over there, nor yet come to town. Stay here with my servant girls, and you shall be treated as one of my own household. Eat what you want from my table and become fully acquainted with all my workers." Ruth humbly bowed before him, touched by his kindness and compassion. As the days passed, Ruth continued to work in Boaz's fields, gleaning grain and finding favor in his eyes. The townspeople also acknowledged her diligence and virtue, and all spoke well of her. One evening, after the work in the fields was done, Naomi asked Ruth, "Who is that young man whom you have seen?" Being a bit shy, Ruth replied, "It is a man of noble character and means whose name is Boaz." Upon hearing this, Naomi told Ruth to dress up in her finest garments and not to anoint herself with any oil or perfume. Then she instructed her to go down to Boaz at the threshing floor under the cover of night. When Ruth arrived at the threshing floor, Boaz was lying on his side, as was the custom of those times. So Ruth quietly approached him and lay down at his feet. Then she uncovered his feet and gently rubbed them. Startled by this unexpected touch, Boaz awoke and turned toward Ruth, his eyes filled with surprise. Upon seeing her, however, Boaz's surprise quickly turned into recognition and admiration. Though confused by her nighttime visit, he realized that Ruth, the Moabite woman, had captured his heart. And in that moment, under the moonlight, he knew he wanted to know her better. He asked, "Who are you?" And Ruth replied, "I am Ruth, your maidservant. Spread your skirt over your maidservant, for you are next kin to my husband, being a near relative." Realizing who she was, Boaz was taken aback by her boldness, but couldn't help but be intrigued by her spirit. As dawn approached, Boaz continued to question Ruth, wanting to understand her intentions. She explained that she had come to seek his protection as a kinsman and redeemer, hoping he would help restore her family's fortunes. Touched by her story and unwavering spirit, Boaz promised to take care of her. He stated, "Go, my daughter, for you have shown more care and diligence toward the end of your days than at the beginning of your days. Now may you increase greatly in riches, in possessions, and in everything that may be precious, and may you never again experience want." And so Ruth returned to Naomi with Boaz's words echoing in her ears. Each day that followed, Ruth looked forward to returning to the fields where she could work in Boaz's presence. She cherished every moment they shared, finding solace in his kindness and admiration. Over time, Boaz couldn't help but grow fond of Ruth, recognizing the goodness and loyalty that shone through her actions. One day, while they were working together in the fields, Boaz gathered the workers around him and made an important announcement. He said, "Listen, my friends, as you have heard, this Moabite woman has been going back and forth among you. Now it happens that she is a close relative. Her husband died, being childless. And as the Lord lives, and as you yourselves live, surely you will deal faithfully and honestly in this matter. Tell me, O you men who are friends of mine, is there really no way that I can redeem her estate? For Naomi is coming with the young woman to glean barley here, and whoever you think is right, let him tell me." The workers responded, "We are your appointed men. We will do everything as you have said." Upon hearing this, Boaz led the workers back to the city, and Ruth continued to glean grain in the fields. With each passing day, the bond between Ruth and Boaz grew stronger, and it became evident to everyone in town that they had deep feelings for each other. However, there was still one important step that needed to be taken, and so, according to the laws of Moses, Boaz publicly proclaimed, "This day I redeem Ruth, the Moabitess, as our sister, as next kin. You are our people." At that moment, Boaz and Ruth were united before the Lord and the community. Their love story had become a beacon of hope and new beginnings for everyone in Bethlehem. Afterward, Boaz brought Ruth back to his house, and she became his wife. People rejoiced, celebrating the union of two souls who had found each other through loyalty, kindness, and unwavering faith. From this union, Boaz and Ruth were blessed with a son named Obed, who later became the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of King David. And David's lineage led to the Messiah, Jesus Christ. And so the Bible tells us that the book of Ruth came to an end. Let us reflect upon the timeless message it carries. The narrative beautifully illustrates the concept of divine providence, showing how God's plan unfolds through the actions of individuals guided by faith and kindness. Ruth's decision to stay with Naomi during their time of need highlights the importance of loyalty and commitment. Her unwavering dedication paid off when she found favor in Boaz's eyes. His character personifies integrity, honor, and generosity. His treatment of Ruth reflects the values of justice and compassion, qualities that resonated with the people of Bethlehem. Furthermore, the story underscores the power of humility and perseverance. Ruth's willingness to work diligently in the fields as a foreigner during a time of famine showcases her strength and determination. Her humble approach to life enabled her to rise above her circumstances. Finally, the narrative emphasizes the transformative power of redemption. Ruth and Boaz's union symbolizes the restoration of hope and legacy. Their love story serves as a testament to second chances and the beauty of new beginnings. Their descendants would play a pivotal role in shaping history, leading to the lineage of King David and ultimately Jesus Christ. The Book of Ruth stands as a beacon of inspiration, reminding us that loyalty, kindness, and humility can lead to extraordinary outcomes. It encourages us to trust in divine providence and embrace the opportunities that come our way. In a world often marked by challenges, this timeless tale offers a message of hope. It assures us that even in the midst of adversity, faithfulness and compassion can pave the way for redemption and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the timeless tale of Ruth and Boaz. If you enjoyed this episode and want to continue exploring captivating stories with us, please subscribe.